Red button means we're live. A casual take with your boy Steven Pepper. You're going to take off my chest. So it finally happened. It did. At points, I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. The Heat trade Jimmy Butler, and it's the Warriors who want to get involved in the experience to pair him next to Steph Curry in a four-team deal last night, according to Shams. The Warriors get Jimmy. The Heat get A. Wiggins, PJ Tucker, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first. The Pistons and Jazz also got involved to make some money work and get some picks, but we don't have to worry about them. We're focusing in this episode about the Warriors and what this means to them. And my take is, am I like the only one who just isn't moved by this trade at all? Like, I don't think this is not much of a needle mover. Like, I don't. Like, I understand why the Warriors did this, okay? They've been desperate for years to pair a second star next to Steph Curry. But to finally do it now and for Jimmy Butler, I just see this kind of blowing up in their face. Like a big three of Butler, Steph, and Draymond sounds cool, if we were still in 2019, but fast forward multiple presidential elections in a freaking pandemic, and here you are with a trio whose average age is 35 years old. That doesn't scream it's going to win a playoff series. Hell, are you even confident that Golden State right now is going to make it out the play-in? Because I'm looking at the standings. The Golden State Warriors are the 11 seed playing 500 basketball at 25 and 25. Just took a brutal loss last night to the Jazz, albeit it was like 20 minutes. They didn't have Wiggins 20 minutes before the trade happened. But do you think Jimmy Butler is just going to uplift them into the playoffs? Because right now I take Denver, OKC, Houston, Grizzlies, obviously, the Clippers even, of course, the Lakers, Dallas, Minnesota, hell, might even Phoenix, maybe even San Antonio, Wemby over the Golden State Warriors. So Jimmy Butler, of course, we know, like I said last week, posts on IG all the time, posts on Instagram a song about his reaction to trade about the wild, wild West and heading out west. Yeah, the West is pretty wild, Jimmy. No more Eastern Conference cupcakes. There's a lot of contenders you got to get through, and I don't think you going to Golden State makes them a contender because this is essentially the same roster that's been struggling all season, but instead of Wiggins, it's Butler. Now, I like Jimmy, and I understand that Jimmy is an upgrade over Wiggins, but ask yourself this and be brutally honest, and I know it sounds nasty at first, but how much better is Butler truly than Wiggins in 2025? Again, I know it sounds nasty, but I got the stats here. And Jimmy Butler to Andrew Wiggins. Of course, Butler hasn't played that many games, but their stats are pretty much identical. 17 points, roughly the same assists, rebounds, and stocks, and field goal percentage, shooting splits. Roughly the same. Now, you could say Jimmy clocked out of the season playing for the Heat because he wanted out, but how much better truly he is. But once you factor in on top of that Butler, the Golden State Warriors gave Butler the contract that he wanted, 2 years, $60.5 million a pop till he's 37. It is now easily the worst contract in the sport. I don't care. Move over Bradley Beal, $40 million on Phoenix, not doing much with no trade clause. This is the worst contract now in basketball. You're going to pay Jimmy Butler $60.5 million at the age of 37? That is nasty. So nasty that, did you know that Jimmy next season, 25-26, is actually going to get paid more money by Golden State than Steph? The guy who's given them 4 championships, supposed to be the best player on their team, Butler's actually going to make more. So what I think a lot of people are saying, oh, they gave him a 2 years extension. This is going to be short term. They actually got like a 2-year window here. No, they don't. This is something that Golden State has to capitalize on this year, because if nothing happens this year, it's damn sure not happening next year. Like, if Butler does have the juice to make a miraculous playoff run that we think he can, then it's not happening next year. Same with Steph, who is regressing. If he can't have the juice to make a playoff run this year, it's not happening next year. But it's just so funny that they just have the money for Jimmy Butler at 37 all of a sudden when they didn't want to pay Clay. Like, how much better is this Jimmy Butler team with Golden State than just having Clay and Wiggins run it all back from last year? I don't think it's that much better. I actually think the winner of this trade is not the team that gets Jimmy Butler, but the team that shipped out Jimmy Butler in the Heat. I think Wiggins, with his athleticism, now 3-point shooting, 15 to 20-point per game score and experience, slots right into Heat culture with Bam, Ware, Hero, and Jovic. I think Miami looks like they came out on top of this trade, although Golden State got Jimmy. So, getting Jimmy Butler, it sounds great. That star finally next to Steph Curry, but a trio, your 3 best players are 35 plus. Talk about an unction. That doesn't say, oh, I am going to win a championship, especially after a week where the Lakers got younger and more athletic. You just get older and slower. But let me know what you guys think. I don't think this is a needle mover for Golden State. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media. Stay updated on all links related to this show. Till next time, see you.